Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, we had a little bit happen. We ain't have a whole lot happen, but we gonna make this thing work and we gonna do what it's gonna do. Gabby, Gabby, for real, I don't get you at all. You saying you sorry, you apologize, you did this out of love, you really love and care for Eli, but we ain't hear you apologize for what you did to Julie. Like, we understand you sorry, you sorry, you sorry. This hurt Eli because you went through via his grandmother that hurt him, but you thought you was hurting Lonnie somewhere. Like I said, I never understood why you went for Julie. Like, help me understand in the first place, why did you mess with Julie? Julie did nothing to you besides cause you a little name she shouldn't have called you. Yes, she made your life a living, you know what. Yes, she did and said some things. But I'm not understanding and I'm still confused on the fact that you want to hurt Lanning. Guessing you thought, I guess you thought her and Julie was gonna hurt Lonnie, but more than like, put it this way, you ended up hurting Eli more than you hurt Eli more than you hurt Lonnie. I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to hurt Lonnie, couldn't you have come up with something else? I mean, like poisoning her, burying her alive. I mean, something else besides playing around with Julie Hart. Like, you gonna make it seem like, I love you, Eli, I love you. You love him, but you want to hurt Lonnie. You wasn't hurting Lonnie the way you thought you was hurting Lonnie. You was hurting Eli, which shows and proves that you never loved that man. Because if you love that man the way you say you love that man, you wouldn't have A, played with that woman hard, B, pretended like you liked that man, being fake. You was getting him, well, like I said, you was borrowing him. Fell in love with him, didn't expect that. Then when you started to catch these feelings for Eli, I ain't gonna say you had a guilty conscience and wanted to stop that, because you didn't stop it. You kept on going and going and going. You and Eli relationship kept going stronger, harder. There was no stopping you. Even when Lonnie left the state for a whole year or the country for a whole year, you still had that pacemaker in Julie's heart, and you still used that against that woman, which ran that woman out of town, which is why she had to come up with a whole posse just to get Eli back. So help me understand here, Gabby. You love Eli. You loved him so much that you wanted to hurt him so bad by playing around with his grandma hard. You thought you was hurting Lonnie. You didn't hurt Lonnie. You was hurting him more than you was hurting Lonnie. Then you fell in love with the man. Then you want to marry the man. And then on top, like I said, and I'm going to say it again, you marrying Eli, that was your mistake right there. Like, okay, fine. If you wanna, stealing from Lonnie, you wanna, have a relationship, build a relationship, see where this relationship can go. I said, okay, fine, get Eli. But the marrying thing, that was kind of too much salt in the wounds. And I knew it when he said, do you want to marry him? And you said yes. I said, oh, plans ruined. When you said yes, and when you called yourself getting ready to prepare for the wedding, I knew it. You wasn't gonna get that happily ever after that you wanted. Like, it was okay playing boyfriend and girlfriend, going steady, going strong. But when you said I do and I will marry you, that's when all your plans went downhill. They didn't work out for you the way you thought it was gonna work out for you. Lonnie came back to town and found out what you was doing, stopped that with her gang of posse, and they found a way to stop you. Well, you ended up messing up yourself in the first place because when Lonnie left town, you couldn't help yourself by kept on pressing that button, running Julie harder the many times you played that card. Then to mention you played your final hand by doing it but run Lonnie out of town. And then when you and Steph and the pervert was having sex, you accidentally landed on it then and played with Julie Hart. Like, you kind of ruined your own shot to ever have Eli. Like, you was going steady, you was going strong or whatever. You had him eating out the palm of your hands until you kept on pressing that button and couldn't stop pressing that button, which ran that battery up, which they had replaced that, and they found it odd and weird how it's only a year later and this thing died. They said that thing lasts up to 10, 11 years, and all of a sudden it only been a year and now it's dying. You just couldn't help yourself. You could control yourself. And then that little fake apology you gave, you could tell it wasn't sincere. Because the first thing I would have said, look, Eli, I am so sorry I did that to you. I'm so sorry I did that to Julie. I shouldn't have done her like that. I got a little carried away. I was having too much fun. Didn't realize what I was doing. I guess my emotions got in the way or my feelings got in the way or whatever. And yeah, I was having fun. But yeah. I mean, you did kind of have too much fun with that button and you pressed it every chance you got. I mean, like, if Lonnie would have said something smart to you, you would have sat there and pressed that button for a whole year straight and you would have kept on pressing that button. So, Lonnie kind of, excluded herself from the situation, not giving you a reason not to press that button and go to that app playing with that woman hard. Because I'm pretty sure Lonnie would have stayed in the town, that battery would have been died in that phone where on that pacemaker, and you would have been screwed a long, long time ago. That's why I was mad at Lonnie for leaving town the way she left town when she should have stayed and, find a way to handle you. I mean, not, put you in a corner for you could just sit there and press that button, press that app on that phone, like for holding on for dear life. I mean, pressing down on a button trying to kill the woman. But she should have done something else. I mean, she should have fought you or something. I mean, like something. But yeah, Gabby, you was BS you on your apology. Ain't nobody falling for that apology. I am so sorry. Like, you would have never mentioned Julie if Eli wouldn't have mentioned Julie. Lonnie, you is crazy. After all that woman did to you, yes, you got your lie back or whatever. I wouldn't have gave her that time with Eli. I'm sorry. After all you done did to me, you done took my man from me. You tried to hurt my mother-in-law or my grandma mother-in-law or whatever Julie is, I think mother-in-law or grandma-in-law, whatever. I wouldn't have gave them that time. I'm sorry. I would have sat there, whatever you got to tell him, you can tell me too. Because you still owe me an apology too, matter of fact. Because you did this trying to hurt me, but you ended up hurting Eli, and you ended up hurting his grandma more than you hurt me. So, I deserve an apology too. Even if it's not real, I deserve one too. So, I would have sought there anyways. You was kind of weak for that one, Lonnie. I wouldn't have left them to and gave them to that privacy. I'm sorry. The selfish part of me, I would have told her, whatever you got to tell him, you can tell me. And then, when you would have apologized to him, I would have said, you hold on right there. Wait mine. I'm the one basically stopped you from killing Julie. I left town. I left the country to get you away from that app and the bothering Julie Hart trying to kill the woman. You saying you was playing around, but we know if you would have had a fair shot and Lonnie probably would have pushed you the wrong way, you probably would have ended up killing that woman. Because how many times did you say, I blow that hard up? I blow my husband hard up. So, push came to shove, and she would have pushed you in that corner the wrong way, you probably would have ended up killing that woman anyways, with no hesitation at all. Again, hurting Eli, not hurting Lonnie, but okay. So I don't understand why you left. And Abe, your little speech talking about the best cops and on the best detectives on the slow setting PD, cut it out. Just cut it out. Eli not smart enough, and Lonnie is something else. That's all I'm gonna say. Lonnie is something else. She's smart when she wanna be, but they deserve each other. And I wouldn't be begging and pleading for them to be on the police force. If they don't want to do it where they ain't got no choice because, yeah, they both need money. They basically staying in the JJ house. They basically stayed in the JJ house because with the whole takedown Gabby situation. So basically they was doing that, just staying there till they come up with a plan, and of course JJ out of town, so they free to have it or whatever. So other than that, yeah, like Lonnie, I would have done that so much better if I was you. Like I would have you got to talk to him. You got to talk to me. This mine. You took him from me. You, matter of fact, you ran me out of town, leaving that man. So, no, I wouldn't have gave them that time that they step. Absolutely not. Um, we didn't get to see Steven on today, so we didn't get to see Steven on today, but we got to see Dr. Rolf, and basically John, fooled him into thinking that Stefano in critical condition thanks to his eye and Anna spiked healed. They somehow convinced him to do the operation, and he'll see Stefano after that or whatever. So yeah, that situation. And I don't know if I can trust Kayla. Like, I got little alerts that, yeah, I hope not really back. That's basically Princess Gina playing this Hope at the moment. So yeah, I don't think Hope back all the way. She's just playing right now. So with that and trusting Kayla to go over Marlena operation, how we know Kayla might not miss a little slip of the hand, and he pretended like he took that chip out of her head, and then he ended up, taking a chip out of his pocket or his coat pocket and pretending like this the chip right here with blood on it. So I don't know if I trust Kayla with that though, but that's their problem. I guess they got to believe and trust, I guess. Nicole and Dr. Rayner. Okay, Nicole, now you got the truth. Now I'm waiting to see what your next move. Well, you really ain't got no choice at this point. I think you're gonna go ahead and tell him the truth because he heading to New York and Brady kind of bust you, telling you that they ain't got no business in New York. For Basic Black, it's all in LA. So if she told you she was going to New York, she lied to you, and then you went back to when she got them test results that she didn't want to talk to you about. So you running to New York, and now that she know the truth, I wonder what Nicole gonna do. Is she gonna hide it, or is she gonna tell the truth? Dr. Rayner, first of all, Xander and Victor, like I said, y'all got to pick and choose better. Like, Dr. Rayner is a loose cannon with a mind of her own. Like, if y'all paid this woman boatloads of money to stay away from Salem, and she come back to Salem and talk about some patience, then basically Xander had to threaten her the right way to get her back out of town. Are y'all sure y'all really can trust her? Not to mention, she gonna runs to New York under an assumed name, where Abe ended up getting her location and where she's staying in. And not to mention, you were supposed to deny, not tell the truth. Sit there and let Nicole wander. Sit there and let Nicole think. Let Nicole think she know what she talking about, but she don't know what she talking about. Like, you should have, like, That falls back on the Xander and Victor and they $2, $5, $6 people they can find swap babies or do some other little crazy job for them. And I'm pretty sure y'all got her for the cheap cause if somebody paid me a boatload of money after I done committed a crime switching somebody's child from they was once pronounced deceased and then I'm giving them somebody else's child, you can pay me $1 to be the Salem University in Salem around the same people I didn't, said their child was dead and I'm giving them somebody else's child, just like my conscience couldn't, like, I wouldn't want to be nowhere near Salem. Like, I'd rather stay drunk on somebody's beach than sit there and deal with all that. And not to mention, I wouldn't have came back to the same place where I committed these crimes at. So, I don't know what you was thinking coming back to town, Dr. Rayner. And then not to mention all Nicole did was threaten to call the board or the police and okay, fine. You true, it's the truth. You right. I did switch them babies. That baby did die last year on Mother's Day, like. So all Nicole had to do was pick up her phone and pretend like she was calling the police or the hospital board on you, and that's all it took for you. Well, Xander, Victor, y'all got what y'all paid for. Y'all paid for that. Y'all gave that a buttload of money. Y'all gave that a free check, and look what it did. Y'all ran back to town. Very suspicious. Being very well. Xander helped the suspicion grow by doing what he was doing, calling himself trying to be a bully at the hospital, getting caught every time he was having a weird moment with her. So all that in Xander. Then she run in New York, and then all it took for Nicole was to pick up her phone and boss her around a little bit, and she tells the truth. I can't. But anyways, though, y'all, that was it for the episode. I mean, ain't nothing else really happened besides that. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Bye.